You know, when I actually look back at it, I have not done proper character videos for quite a while. I want to say like 6 months now. I mean, yeah, we have certain things here and there, but like an actual series, I haven't really done. And this one's going to be different because I'm just going to get into it. There's not really much else to say. I'll set a random backstory and we'll go with the random item stats for the giggles. And I can't set a random god, but hey, we'll do Azal because coolness. So as we get into Azal, Curious Birthmark, character exclusive random item Kouji. Yeah, this guy's pretty average. He got his little buff, but realistically speaking, if you didn't know, fast hands, you can now pick up a second item when you improvise, which it's either a brick or an empty bottle, as we have dexterity, second, knowledge, takshisan, and strength. Specifically, second encounter first, and then second mystery, but yeah, you're not usually using or getting fast hands improvise together unless you're looking for it, and even when you are, it's up to RNG anyway. So really what we're relying on are Kouji's stats, which aren't bad, but that's why I say he's average anyway. Perception and knowledge are nice. I could have gone Occult Club, but I personally don't do as well with that. So in the interest of actually getting a run that I, am comfortable with, because the last few haven't gone so well, we're gonna go with the hardware store, and hopefully another guest item won't feature here. And if it does, I mean, future Jordan will change the title as we get Flood, Nails, Hell, Coma, and Arms. We'll take Nails first, Arms can be third, we'll take Flood second, maybe, depending, but we have 2% Doom for each item in our inventory, and Azal will hurt us a bit as well. What did I get? Did I even use this? I did not, did I? Well, we can sell it now then. The film roll is a nice little pickup, but it's not really great. It's not bad, but if you don't have any funds for whatever reason, especially on Harbinger when you're using all of your funds to buy a weapon anyway, then yeah, film roll is probably not going to get as much use. Also, we're on random item stats, so 5 shovel, 4 crowbar, and we're going to reroll. Monkey Wrench, 8770. I think this is a bit worse than the base stats, but we'll take it, because the Monkey Wrench is the Monkey Wrench. Mainly it does a lot of damage and is moderately faster, even among weapons that deal more damage, but are a lot slower. An extra 5 to 10 speed does hurt you. You can feel it, basically. Also, we do have Arms, Flood, Hell, and what is the last one? Why am I forgetting this? Well, I don't think it's Coma or Ward, so we can set the police station to the school. Just in case in Flood, we have to visit the school anyway. We have to visit it here, so we'll set the patrols to the school and move on with life. 7 knowledge? Nope. And while it's not normal to normally, well, I wouldn't say normally, because someone could look back at all my videos and say, Jordan, you don't actually roll 10s, 11s, and 12s as much as you say. Well, if that's the case, then still, you want to account for bad RNG on Harbinger anyway, as we roll a 7 plus 2. And basically, even if you fail 75% of your checks, that can turn into a very bad run. That's closer to the theoretical probability of you failing events on Harbinger, just because Harbinger double stacks the cards against you. And we get a 77% chance to do 10 damage. I'm willing to take that. Yeah, we're taking -2 all, but if we hit either of these, we get out. But I say theoretically because... Really? Oh yeah, that's right. Nails is a bunch of hospital investigations. Maybe I did this wrong, but anywho. To complete the thought, you're disadvantaged on Harbinger because there's another threat level, a max threat level, which may or may not affect you. It's RNG based, but consistency-wise, as we deal with the dullness right here, you will fail a lot more events. Even if it's just an extra point. And then, obviously, all of your stats drop by 1, except for luck, but luck is not used that much anyway. There is still an equal amount of, or about an equal amount of events for each stat. So it's not like it's totally useless, but still, though, among 5 out of your 6 stats, each losing an extra point on Harbinger, that's why I say, theoretically speaking, you will be failing more events. Not that many more events, but you're gonna feel it, because it'll feel like you're rolling badly a lot, but remember that your stats each get nerfed. Even if you end up building everything into one stat, that leaves 4 other stats that are nerfed. Kouji, on the other hand, because of that, again, Kouji kind of suffers a bit more. Yeah, he has higher knowledge, and yes, on a non-Harbinger difficulty, he has 8 knowledge, therefore making some of his knowledge weapons a lot better, but I don't know what it is about knowledge weapons. I just stick with the monkey wrench and just call it a day. Whether that's actually theoretically better or not, there is something about faster weapons, or even the ritual dagger. The ritual dagger does 4 damage and the monkey wrench does 5, and they're moderately close speed. And any weapon that does 1 less damage, 3 damage, basically 3 damage, let's just say it outright, 3 damage, unless you get a damage boost, and even then it can be a bit odd, but because the best you get with most weapons that are 3 damage, and you get an increase of 1 damage somewhere from, say, Zeal, from Ancestral Strength, from Ethotu, from Blood Frenzy, you get guaranteed 8 damage. The thought is supposed to be, again, I'm not going to say it's a completely bad strategy. For me, it's not great, and some people it does work out well, but usually you're comboing that with something like action speed, or an extra bit of damage by throwing something or somewhere. But granted, that's part of the nature of this game anyway. Still, though, if I were not to devil's advocate myself, you're rolling on RNG there. And then here you could say, well, Jordan, you're rolling RNG on a 77% monkey wrench anyway. The difference there is I can choose to guarantee 7 damage, whereas if I choose to guarantee, say, 6 damage with a faster weapon, or heavens forbid, because some characters don't even get to do prep strong twice with a fast weapon, quote-unquote fast weapon. So that's why I don't really believe in it as much. It's kind of sad we don't have fast hands here, but so be it. We'll deal with the cards we're given. We might actually even be able to do a thing. Otherwise, I have to throw something away and take the handcuffs. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind losing 1 damage here, but would have been great to not do this. Yeah, we can't handcuff anything else that we know of. Yeah, we could run into another human encounter later, but I would rather guarantee this one. Basically, the rest of the bosses I know I'm going to possibly run into are not human enemies. So, as we do this, and at this point, yes, I do have a bit of a bias towards the monkey wrench, but again, I just think it's 0. Okay, good. I did do that right. I was wondering if using the handcuffs dodged Azal. It does, because I have no items in my inventory. Yes, I also forgot, but hey. Improvise will help a ton. And we'll build strength because we have the monkey wrench. And then it's not a fault of fast weapons that are not strength, but not the cherry on top, but the other part of the cake is that we'll take arm now. Yeah, we'll take arms now. 2 for each funds. Well, alright. The other part of that is Brace, in my opinion, is such a strong action on Harbinger. So in a indirect way, building anything but strength does hurt you more, because enemies end up doing an extra point of damage. Some enemies end up doing 3 damage because of the increase. Therefore, Brace becomes a lot more valuable. Now, you could say that there are strats without strength, like for Dexterity. Dexterity has dodge, so that's a whole other thing. Perception and knowledge, building into those, you could say that the weapons that you build for those work out themselves again, especially with damage increases. Perception has the army knife, but you're banking everything on that, whereas strength, you have a bit of leeway, because if you don't grab the monkey wrench in 2 or 3 rerolls, you can instead grab, say, the carpenter hammer, or even just the crowbar. In my case, I can grab the shovel, and here we have a 90% monkey wrench. So again, here you could say, well, Jordan, you could get guaranteed 3 damage, but the flip side of that is, you do 5 damage. So again, it kind of makes up for itself, because if you do 3 brace into a guaranteed attack with a fast weapon, do 9 HP's worth of damage, or you miss 1 out of 3 attacks, but you still do 10 damage. You get what I mean? And then here I wouldn't have been able to brace without this, so... Now that being said, we do need to rest once. We do have Flood, so that's why I'm not as worried. But still, it would be good to be cautious here. Still though, yes, again, at this point, I am still rolling on RNG with the Monkey Wrench. I am still... We are on Timeline B, by the way. So we do throw everything we have at this thing, and thank goodness we have Kouji working out. As we get back to Kouji, and well, first of all, you could say yes, I'm gambling with the Monkey Wrench, but I just went over. When the odds are 80-90%, one, you're either going to miss one out of the many attacks you do, or two, even. Again, still the numbers work out, because you take 1 damage and deal 3 damage every turn. So you deal 9 damage and 3 HP's worth. Or you miss 2 out of 3, and sometimes you get 10 out of 15 damage. So, again, I'm working with the numbers here. Also, oh yeah, I did need to throw everything. Even if I didn't want to, because Azal is now penalizing us, so... We dodge the Parasite again. We lose Bath, but we're going into Flood, so hopefully we get enough healing done, just to make sure. But yeah, as we switch back to Kouji, when you get Fast Hands and or Improvise... Mostly improvise. Your run turns out a lot better. You're actually throwing a lot of items because some of the time you're picking up items in World of Horror and they can be thrown. And when you can add an extra 2 damage per throw, I should have also picked up items here. I didn't. I did make a mistake, but it should be fine. Maybe 90%. If we miss this, we lose a 2 stamina damage. Boohoo. And then we can deal 15 damage here. Not that we need all 15 damage, but hey, it's nice. And then the other side of Monkey Wrench is that you can Desperate Prep Strong, usually with no matter how much strength you have. So, hey, let's see if it matters though. Okay, we can pick up the book. We can also level up immediately. Voice Breaking, Voice Crack, Deduction, I guess. Reporter's Bag actually could be a good one, but unfortunately I did not take items to throw. So we're going to take Deduction instead. The Theologist is in the village, but we still need to rest. Yeah, we'll rest twice here and then enter the village before moving on. But yeah, you're usually picking up a lot of items, so what ends up happening is that you get that little extra piece of damage which can help you break thresholds. And here, me not remembering to... Ooh. I might want these 2 allies. I'm going to take a risk here. Pretty much a gotcha, pretty much 50-50. And if we get the ally rule, then so be it. Reiko, Fujiko. I don't think any of those really help. I say those, but... I mean, at the end of this mystery, I will be getting funds. And then, essentially, the funds that I used up, or the doom that I would have used on a regular mystery was spent getting an ally. Otherwise, I could send my allies against this encounter here. But for now, we'll go for a 10 damage turn every turn. Again, on the other side of this, you have... One last thing about fast weapons. On the other side of this, you could have fast weapons where you could either do 4 attacks. Let's assume you get 4 attacks for 16 damage, possibly. Oh my goodness, what a time to be alive. At least I have the old coin still, but this I would not like to stay with this. And unfortunately, I don't. So, we can guarantee a kick, and then we'll do Desperate Strong next turn. Oh my goodness, really? I can't even trade stamina for reason. I would like to, but I can't. Because I'm barely off, so... Yeah, you could do 4 attacks, each at 4 damage. Probably a big risk, especially for that enemy, or that boss. Or do 3 attacks, 1 or 2 are guaranteed, or with higher chances of success. I forgot my second encounter, by the way, but it'll be fine for the moment. Let's use the... Oh no, we can save the film roll. So funny enough, film roll Azal with the funds rule kind of helping out. What am I scared of? I don't have Bath, so theoretically Insomnia. Yeah, Insomnia. So yeah, not grabbing these things to throw really hurt me. But we'll carry them now, and hopefully everything will be for the best. We have no bath, so we actually do need to run into something. We do have coma, by the way, so I have more hospital investigations later on. But because I am not sure, I'm gonna take some rests here, because otherwise I die. I could die with 3 reason here because of reason penalties, but if we run to something like this, then it works out. Now, unfortunately, I don't want to just Desperate Prep Strong, because I want to trade some stamina here. So, how much do I get to trade, is the question. 4 stamina for 2 reason. So we'll do that, and move on with life. We get a lump of flesh for our trouble as well, but let's see. Fast hands, I don't think we'll be improvising anymore. Maybe we have 1 seaside investigation, but if in that no, I'm going to take it. Who am I kidding? I should heal reason here, but just in case something really funky happens in our 1 seaside investigation, question mark? Yeah, 1 seaside investigation. Hey, I could have also sent my allies. I need to do that. Otherwise, I have to let them go, which arguably is a bigger waste of potential, but if I don't get the chance, I don't get the chance. Thank goodness I have no. I don't know which one that is. Is it Fast Hands? Is it really Fast Hands? Anywho. If I don't run into anything, in a way that's good as well, but as we trade Doom for reason, at the end of this mystery, I definitely have to let go of allies if possible. So, let's see. Yeah, the game's rolling bad. I mean, those were fair checks-ish, but hey. So we're going to use the film roll here. If we run to out of funds, we'll trade stamina as much as it's worth. We get another library book for our trouble. We might be able to level up here, but we do run into another enemy, so let's do this stuff. I do get to brace 1 more time, but we're going to send these guys against the enemy. Reiko I would like to keep to avoid out of funds. Is that actually better? I thought the ally rule is 2 Doom, so either way I'm losing. Yeah, it is 2 Doom. No, ally rule. What am I talking about? I don't have the ally rule yet, so I can actually keep Reiko on me. Now, unfortunately, I just did a thing, so 60-60? Oh, that seems really bad. So, if we're going to lose... If we're going to Desperate next turn anyway, I might as well do this. So I basically just tossed Fujiko for no reason, for now. But either way, I mean, losing an extra bit here isn't so bad. I could... Did we keep Insomnia? No, we got rid of Insomnia. And away we go. Let's see, 7 knowledge. I don't need the experience, so let's just do that. I don't know why I keep taking... No, I do know why I keep taking risks, because sometimes people take risks all the time and it works out for them. For me, it doesn't work out well, so as we get lost in the right light to heal reason. 7 perception? Okay. Another katana run, it seems like. We'll throw the monkey wrench at something. Oh, that's right, we have items in our inventory, so we do need to store these. Thank goodness I caught myself there. And let's see, deduction... or Misery Parasite, just making sure. Although at this point, there's not really much else I can do. Item, fun, spell, injury. This should still be 0%... Okay, 2% Doom. Why was that 2% Doom? No, why was that 2% Doom? Why am I going crazy? Spell, funds, item. Wait, does that affect me after Reiko? I wasn't looking at the last one during Flood. Anywho. I mean, it's not a lot of Doom. We're going into our last mystery, but still, it would have been nice to not get that. And we're going to heal Reason here. I think my stats are going to be as high as they are. I could have put a point into Knowledge. I think we had Knowledge, right? Am I going crazy here? Yeah, we had Knowledge, but hopefully we don't lose that much. We have a lot of Doom to work with. So unless a freak accident happens, we should be okay. Flipping that around, the chance of us dying is very... Well, actually, now that we have the curse rule on Azel, because we're on Curious Parasite, I'm a little worried, but we'll see. That being said, we'll grab everything here, except for the research notes, which are completely useless. Again, for those who don't know, certain key items are pretty much useless, so hey. And I guess, oh my, why do stats matter? You know, you realize that even if I had 8 knowledge here, I would have failed at without the modifier and without the Harbinger penalty. But anywho. Okay, now our Doom is going to look a little sketchy here now. Can I please get a good stat check, by the way? Maybe I should have just taken the damage to the face. Also, we need the police station here because we need this hospital to not give me more Doom. Okay, we might be in a bit of trouble. Because I'm me, definitely we're in a bit of trouble now. We don't have the dullness anymore, so anything we run into in the hospital is going to absolutely be bad. And hopefully I remember what my second encounter was, because I do not remember at all. We have to let the police handle it. We might lose a lot of reason, but we're also losing a lot of stamina in the lighthouse, because we don't have the stamina check. I think I can still do this. Question mark? No, I cannot. We want to do katana plays, so in the interest of 90%, maybe. And I think we can even just do a thing. Now, hallucinations isn't nice, but no one cares because there are no perception checks in the lighthouse. Straight up. So, we get a branch for trouble, but how is that really going to help us? -2 reason, and then at the end here, we're going to die, quote unquote. But we're not actually going to die, because this doesn't kill us immediately. 18% Doom, that's right. I forgot to store all my items. Did it really matter, though? Yes, it did, actually. So at the very end here, I forgot about Azazel. But hey, if nothing else, we definitely could have survived as Kouji here. Again, Kouji is kind of the meh. I was kind of buffed by, well, 1 Monkey Wrench, but 2 also Katana at the end here. But because I did what I did and I forgot, well, would I have survived? Let's just assume, right? Because we can think about this. There are no stakes in this video, so... Dexterity, knowledge, so I lose 6 stamina. We do have a strength check, and we did have the 6th floor. So we had about 80%, let's just say 85% Doom, right? Even if we had 85% Doom, you investigate 6 times, so that's 6 Doom plus... theoretically, you pass both of these, so 6 Doom, Takshi-san does 9. So yeah, we definitely could have survived this, but because I forgot about Azal, we did not, unless we have some miraculous play. But we don't. So we start climbing and we lose. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Ah!